Are we live? Hang on a second.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay,
live.
that kind of failed. I must have clicked on the wrong button. But good evening, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. And yeah, apologies about the technical issue there with the intro. I clicked on the wrong button, but listen, it is what it is. But thanks to everybody who is joined and joining me this evening to talk about the preview for Aston Villa. Like I say, we're going to be previewing the game. Is Nitesh. Nitesh, how are you? And I know you've been busy on YouTube today.
My whole day has gone on YouTube. First on Claude's channel, then on my channel with John. We were doing the IPL watch along, and now directly after 20 minutes, I've hopped on to the preview for the Arsenal Aston Villa game. And hopefully,
Yeah,
if John says yes, we'll be doing the watch along for the Southampton Newcastle game on my channel again.
yeah. So yeah. So how are you feeling about the game? How are you feeling about the game? Because I'll get into what I think in a minute, but I'll just get your initial thoughts. How are you feeling?
I think it's time to take revenge for last season, and things are going well for us. Not so much for Aston Villa in the last 2-3 weeks. Like they started off the season very well, but things have gone downhill after that, and so I think they've gone better for us now, and it's time to take revenge from them for last season.
Yeah, definitely. And this, it's going to be a little bit different because this is at the Emirates.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. Big up 5 people watching already in the chat. So yeah, remember, guys, do smash a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you are new, and yeah, all that jazz. But yeah, it's going to be. It's actually, I think, is going to be a very, very difficult game. I think it's going to be an incredibly difficult game.
I think honestly, I'll just say one thing. I think if Arsenal beats Aston Villa, which I predicted a 2-1 win. I think all the Ross Barkley hype will die down finally. Ross Barkley is this, Ross Barkley is that. Great move to Aston Villa. If Arsenal manages to beat them, I think it will be a third successive game where he won't have done much. So I think the Ross Barkley hype will finally die down, and they'll be back on the ground, the Ross Barkley fans.
Yeah. Just want to big up a couple of people in the chat. I want to big up Dan. I want to big up Omar. I want to big up Taib. Mr. Bungle also in the chat. So yeah, big up each and every one of you. And I know there's quite a few of you watching. Like I say, we're on all the platforms as well. But yeah, I actually think it's going to be a very difficult game this Sunday. Jesus Christ, I'm having a nightmare this evening. Do you know what it is, right? Yeah, it's Friday, so people can make allowances for the fact. But yeah, it's you're going to have one of them streams, right, where it starts off with a few technical problems. It's just going to be one of them streams. But listen, it is what it is. But yeah, I actually think it's going to be a difficult game on Sunday, and I think if we don't get our tactics right, we could be embarrassed. Remember Liverpool. If Aston Villa can do that to Liverpool, then they can certainly do that to us. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we've got to get our tactics spot on.
I think the problem with Liverpool was that Liverpool did not curtail Ross Barkley and Jack Grealish, but we got Thomas Partey who can curtail Jack Grealish. We got Mohamed Elneny after last game who can curtail Ross Barkley, and that will kill off their creativity. So more or less, we will cancel them out in terms of their overall whatever attack play they will try to put against us. And I think we should be able to push for a couple of goals. So that is why I will say this right through the stream. Possibly, Arsenal should be winning this 2-1 at home, at the Emirates at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we've got to get our tactics right. Yeah, big up Football HD. Grant's going for a 1-0 win or a 1-1 draw. But see, the thing is, the reason why I say it'll be difficult is because Liverpool have got quite not Liverpool, Jesus Christ, Aston Villa. Do you know what? Right, I'm just gonna give up in a second. Do you know what I mean? It's we're not even 5 minutes into the stream, and I've already had technical issues and forget what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? Oh fucking hell, Jesus Christ! We're only on day 2 of lockdown as well. So Jesus Christ.
The only thing that is missing now is someone calling you.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's what it is. Somebody calling me, and yeah. And do you know what it was? I knew the problem I had. So when I was queuing the intro in, instead of hitting the wrong button, I almost hit the delete button on my intro. So yeah, bloody hell! That's what Arsenal are doing to me right now. They're messing up my problems with StreamYard and YouTube. So yeah. But there are those that say a bad workman blames his tools, so I'll just leave that one out there. But anyway, Jesus Christ, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, Aston Villa have got an energetic midfield, and I think that's where they can hurt us, because we don't have a creative midfield like they do. Our midfield is very kind of dead. I know we've got Thomas Partey and El Neni, and I hope they do start together. But other than that, we've not really got a lot in midfield.
See, that is where I get the notion that with David Luiz coming back into the team, Arteta may ask David Luiz to play the long balls that he was playing against Leicester, and if he's any good and consistent, then I think we can create chances, bypassing the midfield that Aston Villa has. I mean to say, all the passes will be played over the head of Grealish and Barkley, and they won't be too involved unless they are building it from the back. And that tactic could really work for us. It could work well for us. All we'll need is Aubameyang, Lacazette, or Willian, or any of the other players to just finish off the chances that they get. Now, one more thing. I get the feeling if Arteta plays 4-3-3 against Aston Villa, because a 3-4-3 did not work last time and it is playing into their hands, I think Joe Willock will get a start in this game.
Yeah.
So
do you remember? Do you think that he will play 4-3-3?
Based on the fact that it did not work out well for him last season, the 3-4-3, I get the feeling that he may play a 4-3-3. And as I said, it could be El Neni, Partey, and Joe Willock, with possibly Saka on the left, Willian on the right, and Aubameyang in the center. I get that feeling he may play that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure whether he will play 4-3-3. I'd like him to, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think the time to experiment is against Aston Villa with that.
I understand what you're saying, but the thing was that Aston Villa is a team that likes to sit back and play deep. So it is always advisable that we go ahead and push forward for more attacks. So I know that the 3-4-3 is our good formation and it's working for us. And even against Leicester, we did attack with the 3-4-3. But I get the feeling, I wouldn't play it, but I get the feeling Arteta will. I get that feeling. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. Listen, I don't know. We've got to be on our game, and I know I keep saying this every time we play, but we have got to be on our game, and we've certainly got to perform better than yesterday, because yesterday, in parts of that game, it was just boring. It was dead. Not really a lot happening. So we've got to be on our game. But I do think if he plays the lineup.
Meanwhile, sure.
No, I was gonna say, if he plays the lineup that we all think he's gonna play, then we should win. We should win. But several things have got to happen, and like I say, our strikers have got to be on form. He needs to drop players as well that are underperforming. That have underperformed in the Premier League.
I know where you're going there.
So like Willian, I wouldn't play Willian. Lacazette would drop into the bench. No, I seriously would drop Lacazette to the bench because this guy, he's not performing well, and you can't justify keeping him in the side. So I would drop him to the bench for this game, and have him on the bench and bring it. If it's not working out, you can bring him on. But I would try something different, because we need to start getting goals. Even Arteta in his press conference yesterday after the game against Mulder said that we need to start scoring more goals. I maybe would bring Pepe in for this game as well. So, I would. Do you know what, right? I would actually, I would have Pepe on the left, Aubameyang through the middle, and then, actually, no, Willian's probably going to have to play as well because, Nelson's injured. So maybe bring in Willian because it adds a bit of balance. But yeah, I'd like to see Pepe on the left. I think it'd do us some good.
Let's see what happens, and once we get into the lineup, I think we can get into the whole one. If you want, we can straight away go into the lineup.
Yeah, we can go. Let me see these. So evening, John Wayne's in the chat as well.
Big up all you guys.
So Grant's saying he would go a 4-2-3-1. And then he's got his lineup. He's got his yeah. I like I like what you did there. Yes, I like you. I like what you did there. I'll read that lineup out in just a second. So yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. That kind of formation. I do think that he'll go 4-3-3. And the problem is though as well. The problem is we need to put players in there that can stop Aston Villa's midfield because they've got a pretty decent midfield. We all know about Grealish. So maybe I guess he'll put Partey on Grealish.
Yep. And as I said, Barkley or Elneny on Barkley.
Yeah, Partey on Grealish and Elneny on Barkley, and yeah, that could work. All right then, Nitesh, do you want to give us your lineup?
Yeah. So starting off with my lineup, in goal I will have Martinez, but on the other side, we need to beat him tomorrow or Sunday. We need to beat Martinez, so he's gonna be there. You need to remember, Arsenal fans, Martinez is finally gonna come back to the Emirates. It's gonna be a bit emotional for us as well. But yeah, in goal it has to be Leno. Then right back will be Bellerin. Centre back, I would probably go with David Luiz and Gabriel, because we need David Luiz to play those long balls. Left back has to be, if you are going for a 4-3-3, I'm talking about a 4-3-3. Left back has to be Tierney. The three in the middle, as I said, it has to be Elneny, Partey, and the third one will be Willock possibly, because we need energy. Ceballos was awful in midweek as well. Up front, it has to be, I would possibly go for. Okay, let me change this a bit. I said something, but I'll change it a bit. I would go for Aubameyang on the left, Lacazette in the center, and Saka on the right. That is what I would start in this game. So that is my 11. Yeah.
So yeah, Grant's lineup as well is very interesting. I do like your lineup, Grant. The only change is I would probably make is I'd probably would put Holding in there instead of David Luiz.
I think the reason he said David Luiz is because of the tactics, where David Luiz will play those long balls over the top. And you need to remember one thing in this game as well. I am saying one thing about Lacazette because I know you'll point that out. In this game, we need an additional midfielder to tackle their midfield. Now, Lacazette may not be the prolific goal scorer that Arsenal fans want him to be, but his link-up play with Thomas Partey and the fact that he can fall deep and create chances from deep and open up spaces for the likes of Aubameyang, or Aubameyang can move towards the center when Lacazette is falling deep, definitely will be important. So that is why I changed that finally. Otherwise, I was going to say Aubameyang, Willian, and Saka on the left, but I think Lacazette will be involved in this game a lot. So I think Arteta may stick to Lacazette because I have seen what contribution he's putting in apart from scoring goals, and I think he's doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, so my lineup I'm gonna go with a slightly stronger lineup than that. So my lineup would be, and I know Joe Willock's had a good game as well. You know, I know he's had a good game, but I'm not sure I'd start him yet. I don't think he's quite ready.
Yeah.
So my lineup would be Leno in goal, and then it'd be a back three of Gabriel, Holding, and Tierney, and then the wing backs Bellerin and Saka. And then I would have Partey and El Neni in the centre. And then the front three would be Pepe on the left, Aubameyang down the middle, and Willian on the right. And that would be my kind of that would be my lineup. And I do think with that lineup we could beat Aston Villa.
And I will just add one thing to that. I get the feeling there is a better chance of Pepe playing as the striker than Aubameyang playing as one, because all of Pepe's goals that have come in the Europa League or his the last two ones that he scored with the right foot and the left foot, yesterday the one with the left foot and the assist that he got, they have come when Pepe has been central. So I get the feeling he may play Pepe as a false nine, and he and Aubameyang will interchange a lot. I get that feeling there is a better chance of Pepe playing central than Aubameyang.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he'd play Pepe as a false nine. I think it'd probably work better than Willian.
Yeah, definitely. I get that feeling too.
You know, I think it could work better. Playing Willian as a false nine was just a massive fail. You know,
he hasn't even done it at Chelsea. He hasn't even done it often at Chelsea. I don't think he has done it in the last 2-3 years at least at Chelsea. So I don't know where Arteta got this weird idea from that I'll play a winger as a false nine.
Yeah, you might as well just bloody stick Bellerin as a false nine, and you know, and have done with it. You know what I mean? Like it just baffled me. And it's not that he tried it. I can sort of get it. You know, maybe in a Europa League game, but he bloody tried it against Man City, of all people.
He was trying to surprise Pep.
Yeah, well, he surprised Pep, and he also surprised the majority of the Arsenal fan base.
He probably surprised himself too with what he had done.
It just fucking didn't work. It fucked up. You know, let's be honest, right? Yeah, Arteta fucked up when he tried that. He massively fucked up. But it's just, I just don't get it. I don't get why you would do that. And I'm still scratching my head, and we're almost a month on from that game, and it's just like you're gonna try playing him as a false nine. What a fucking stupid decision that was.
Yeah, and one more thing I just want to quickly add. I get the feeling after watching yesterday's game that possibly Arteta understands that Eddie Nketiah is not ready for the Premier League yet, and if it is not going to be Lacazette, Joe Willock could be an upcoming option for that slot. He could if till Martinelli is ready, or even after Martinelli is ready, Joe Willock could also be an option for Arteta to play as a false striker. It could be.
Yeah. Do you think that when Martinelli's fit,
Yeah.
and I know we've kind of gone massively off topic about this game, but do you think Martinelli will come back into the side when he's fit?
I don't think Arteta picked him when he was fit before. I think Arteta will be again protective as he is for all his players and slowly bring him back into the team. He may bring him back into the Europa League or some of the other cup competitions first. And that is how
Okay.
Arteta will do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a rush. It's not going to be what the Arsenal fans want. They're going to be pissed at Arteta for that.
Remember, guys, do smash a like on this video. Do subscribe if you are new. And, yeah, do share the content around. Would really appreciate it. Listen, I know it's been a bit of a mad start to this show. Like this, the beginning was like... Do you know what? I started this show like Arsenal started the game yesterday against Mold. It was a bit of a scrappy start. But, yeah, it is what it is.
Just one question before we go ahead, slightly off topic. Did you change your FPL team? Because a lot of people got pissed because the weekend has already started and it's 0-0 at halftime. Brighton versus Burnley.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did change my FPL team, but I didn't make many changes. I only took I took out Havertz and put in Ziyech.
No, I mean to say then you're on the happy side of fans, football fans, because my group of fantasy players erupted because they did not know that there is a game tonight and the deadline was already done when we posted that game starts in 5 minutes. So they got pissed, they got mad, they got mental.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I knew. Do you know how I knew? Because I was talking to Simpy earlier, and he was telling. I asked him the deadline. He said, "Oh, it was like 4:30." So yeah, imagine putting a fucking game on on Friday. Which brings me before I go on to reading. Before I go on to reading some comments out and taking some questions about the game tomorrow and Sunday, Jesus Christ, because I was thinking about so yeah, tomorrow, guys, I am going to do a Premier League watch along of the Man United Everton game. So I'll be doing that, and then Sunday is going to be quite a busy day on this channel because I'm doing the Manchester City Liverpool game and the Arsenal Aston Villa game. So yeah, pretty much back to back virtually. So yeah, from about 4:30 all the way up until like 9 o'clock or something, it's just going to be continuous streaming with probably about a 45-minute break in between. So yeah, join in for those as well, and especially join me tomorrow for that watch along of the Man United Everton game. Hopefully, it won't be a sluggish start to that show as it has been to this show. But it is what it is.
Just one thing I wanted to add, because the Brighton Burnley game is going on, I want Arsenal to try to get Lamptey in Jan or at the end of the season.
Yeah, Lamptey's a decent player. That's why I kept him in my side.
Yeah, he's in my team as well.
Let's have a look here.
I want him to be the future of Arsenal Football Club. He's looking like a very talented player, and he can be a long.
Big up John in the chat. He wants a 7-2 win. Big up CG as well. So yeah, big up you guys for tuning in. Remember, guys, smash the like button as well. So there's not really many comments this evening. So yeah, listen, it is what it is. It's obviously Friday. Everybody's watching Brighton Burnley.
It's a goalless draw so far at halftime. I don't know what there is too much to watch apart from maybe Lamptey.
Yeah, it's mad.
But Daniel, would you feel a bit emotional about Martinez coming back to the Emirates?
Oh yeah, we forgot to touch upon that as well. It's good job you brought that up. Yeah, listen, Martinez coming back to the Emirates is going to be very, very interesting for one of two reasons. Because firstly, if he has a better performance than Leno, people are just going to question Leno more. And secondly, if our strikers don't score against him, because listen, we know how commanding he is in his box. You know, we know how good he can be. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Martinez and what happens, how we play against him. But yeah, I still think we made, we made the wrong decision. We should have kept him. I would have kept him. You know, I would have absolutely kept Martinez, because Leno was, and I'll still say this, right, that Leno was at fault for yesterday's goal. He was partly at fault for the goal that we conceded, for the goal that we conceded, and he's not had a great start to the season, Leno. Considering he had a great start last season, he didn't have a great start to this season.
But unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't do much about it.
CG said it's so cold. Yeah, it's cold. John the Revenant says Lamptey masterclass. He should have had a goal. Oh, okay. So yeah, I've got him in my fantasy team as well. So hopefully he does score.
Same here.
I've got him in, but so Nitesh, score predictions.
Yeah, as I said, I get the feeling that we should be winning this because it is at the Emirates. It's not away, and we know how to win games at home. I get the feeling it will be a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I think Martinez will concede 2 goals. We will concede 1 goal because of our defense, because David Luiz is playing, and somehow I get the feeling Ollie Watkins, whatever his name is, however you pronounce it, I mean to say, Ollie Watkins will score the goal for them. And for us, I get the feeling, I think if Lacazette is playing, he's going to score 1, and possibly Aubameyang will score 1. So that is what I get the feeling from this game.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going for, in this game, I'm going for a 3-2 Arsenal win. I think we'll win, but I think Aston Villa will give us more of a game than what we're anticipating. And we've got to be careful about that. I do think that they'll give us more of a game than what they have done. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-2 win.
Any thoughts on who do you think will be the goal scorers, just for fun?
Yeah, so the goal scorers. Okay, so for Aston Villa, it will be, I think Grealish will get Grealish. No, I think it will be Grealish and Ollie Watkins. For us, I think it will be. I think Pepe will get 1. I think Aubameyang will get 1, and I think Lacazette will get 1 from the bench, and I think Willian will get all 3 assists.
Let's see. It will be back to the Fulham game then.
Yeah. So what about you? Are you goal scorers?
I said I think it will be Lacazette and Aubameyang getting 1 each, and for them it will be Ollie Watkins.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's just insane. And hopefully we can have a better performance than we did last year at the Emirates. If you remember the last game at the Emirates, and I remember the last game at the Emirates, it was absolutely horrendous because I was there as well, and for large parts of that game we massively underperformed. And then obviously Guendouzi got his double goal, 2 goals, and we managed to win the game. But
I think even in the last season, the game that we lost, if you remember, to Aston Villa, that game didn't matter that much to us. So, but now this game is very different from that. I think
Yeah.
we'll be going there to actually win this one. I don't think we will be going there for any other reason.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So, guys, do smash the like on the video. Do subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Like I said, I've got a Premier League watch along for the Man United Everton game tomorrow, and then Sunday I've got a marathon of watch along. So Man City Liverpool, and then Arsenal Aston Villa. So yeah, lots happening on this channel. Lots happening. So stay tuned, and it'll be
Just a
really good.
just a quick comment for John. John, if you remember something from our previous stream, you can just go on Twitter and see. I tweeted out something very funny that you will have a laugh at. But yeah, Daniel, I think you think that we should be winning this game, right? Even after yesterday's performance, because even though we didn't do that great in the Europa League, but that team was very different. So don't you think that we should be winning this game based on what we have done with our first team?
Yeah, say that again. Sorry, Nitesh.
No, I was saying, don't you think that even though we were struggling a bit in the Europa League, but that was our second team, that wasn't our first team, and we should be winning this game without a doubt with our first team because we are playing well with our first team right now. So
I don't think winning against Aston Villa is a foregone conclusion. I don't think we should look at it like that. I think if we go
yeah,
into it like that, and listen, you saw, right? Everybody predicted a win as well last year. At the Emirates and at Villa Park, and look how both those games turned out. Okay, yes, we won one and lost one. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. I think if we go into it with that mindset, we're going to get battered. I honestly do believe that. If we go in there thinking that we're going to win this game and thinking that it's going to be a pushover, we are going to get absolutely battered.
no, but I'm not saying not a pushover, but I am saying like it's the Emirates. We are playing better football than them. They are now on a downhill spiral. So we should be winning. I'm not saying we must be winning or we'll definitely win. Not saying that we'll definitely win, but we should be winning. We must be winning based on what we are doing. So I'm not saying that 100% guaranteed we'll win, but we should be winning based on how we are playing right now. Our first team is at least.
Yeah.
I hope that the Arteta out brigade does not come out again if by chance we don't get all 3 points or we end up playing a draw or something like that.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens on Sunday. I guess we'll have to wait and see what Arsenal turn up, because in the Premier League, we've not been creating many chances in these games. We've not really been creating that many chances. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, and one more key player that we need to watch out for is Tyrone Mings, that centre back. I mean, a lot of people have him in their FPL team as well. He's a good player, and it won't be easy to beat him and like score a goal. He's not like a Harry Maguire like at Manchester United. He's a solid defender. He looks good, and I think Arteta will have to plan how will Aubameyang and Lacazette and whoever plays or Willian, how will they manage to beat him? Because it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to watch out for him.
Do you have any of those? I was just going to ask you, do you have any of those players in your FPL team? Any of those players do you have in your FPL team?
Yeah, no, not in my FPL team. I don't have any Villa players.
Or Arsenal players?
Yeah, not. not many people at all. Not many of those people. Aston. I don't think I've got any Aston Villa player in my fantasy team.
And Arsenal players?
Arsenal players. No, I did have Lacazette and Aubameyang, but I took them both out. So yeah, no, I don't have any Arsenal players in my. Oh yes, I do actually. I've got I've got Martinez in. I've got Martinez. I've got one Aston Villa player. Yeah, I got Martinez in. I've just realised.
So he's your first choice goalkeeper.
Yes.
He better get hammered then. I got Tierney on the bench. I got Tierney on the bench.
Wow.
If one of my defenders doesn't play, Tierney comes in.
Ah, okay.
But you have Martinez. if you put that screenshot and saying that I'm an Arsenal fan, I have Martinez from Aston Villa in my team, a lot of Arsenal fans will get on your back then. They're already pissed off about the fact Leno versus Martinez, so they may say that why do you have Martinez in your team?
Yeah. Well, listen, I think we'll wrap up this preview because the chat's pretty quiet and you know, we've pretty much covered everything to do with this game. But what we'll do is we'll wrap up here, and like I say, guys, don't forget tomorrow I'll be doing a watch along for the Man United Everton game, and then Sunday are the two watch alongs, Man City Liverpool, and then Arsenal Aston Villa. Nitesh, thanks for joining. Do you just want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, guys, you can be on the posts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and on Arsenal FC fans on Facebook as well. Finally, the reach has come back now. I'm not doing videos right now for a few days at least, but soon, let's see. Once the reach is back, and I am assured that Facebook doesn't want to mess around with the page, I think we'll get back into more stuff. And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching, and thanks for having me on again on the channel. And as I said, it's my third stream. Hopefully there's a fourth and a fifth, and the day keeps going on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. And do go check out his platforms as well. And like I say, my platforms are going across the bottom of your screen. So do subscribe, like, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So yeah, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. That brings today's stream to an end. The preview, like I said, it wasn't a great start with me messing up the whole intro thing and then losing my train of thought. And do you know what it is? It's just one of them. It's one of them. Friday evening, day 2 of lockdown. It's addling my brain already. Hopefully, Arsenal change that on Sunday. But it is what it is. Thanks for joining. Listen, I'll be back tomorrow for the watch along of Man United Everton at 12:15. And yeah, listen, all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll catch you tomorrow. And there's only one thing left to say, and that's come on, you Gunners.